Peace and blessings, family. It's your girl, Sony, back again with another one. I know y'all think that it's cute to be spinning the block and reuniting with people. Oh, and they said this, and we're going to do that, and I was young and immature, and they didn't know, and we was... And I'm not going to lie, that may work for some people. It just doesn't work for me. The people that I have been with outside of my ex, and a few sprinkled here and there, was atrocious. They taught me some valuable life lessons, and I'm grateful to have learned those lessons through them, by them, with them, because I taught them some lessons as well, good and bad. I'm not an angel. But I'm grateful for the time that we had. In that time, everything happened in divine order, divine timing. Now, I'm not going to disturb my life path with reliving the past, going back to the past. Like, you would never see me outside the garbage dumpster, which is not too far away from the place. You would never see me in that dumpster going through bags and looking in the trash to eat something. No, I prefer to have my food fresh from a restaurant, made by me, someone else, things like that. But I would never go through the rubbish to check for my meal, to look for a meal to eat. I would not go in the rubbish to find Brooklyn something to eat, and he is a feline. That's the same way that I would not go into the trash of my past and relive any situation. I don't care how anybody feels. I would never relive the trash of my past. I'm not going to resurrect what was dead. I allow God to come in and show up and show out and to guide me and protect me and let me know what was going on, because sometimes we got rose-colored glasses because you're blinded by love and you don't see things for what it is. But God has the bird's eye view and he sees it all. So though you will never see Sony going through the trash to eat, trust me, you won't. And I got a big body. I'm good. It's the same way you would never see me spin the block, go down memory lane. Once I walk away from every situation, I walk away, mind, body, and soul. And it's not to take anything away from people, because I've had a lot of good experiences. Trust me when I tell you, I had more, I can't say more good experience, better, more great experiences than bad. Now I'm getting emotional. When I get emotional, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. But throughout the hellacious events, I've had some wonderful situations, some wonderful relationships, some wonderful women who taught me a lot, good and bad. But I've had some really good women that taught me some amazing things, and took me some amazing places, and I've taken them to some amazing places here and other places, So I don't minimize anything, because it happened the way that it was supposed to. Every situation happened in the way it was supposed to. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Because every situation, every hurt, every pain, everything that I thought was made to break me down, no, it was made to build me up. Then I thank God that he gave me the strength to be able to go through it and to guide me and hold my hand while I was going through it. Because now I'm a force to be reckoned with. I would never entertain anything from the past. I learned my number one lesson is to never doubt your intuition. Never doubt your discernment, because that's the Holy Spirit that resides in you. I told you before, your nervous system will always tell you everything you need to know. You don't need to know the anything. You don't need to know the Bible, the Sanskrits, the Quran, the Torah. You don't need to know anything. All you need to know is you. Master you in this body, in the clothing that God gave you for this walk around heaven. When you know you, how you feel, regulate your breathing, your nervous system, how you are around certain people, how your body changes. When you master that, that's all you need, baby. Because that's getting to know God as well. Because they said, we get to know God in spirit and truth. You don't have to know that Bible like the back of your hand like the old saints. Because the old saints know the word. They don't use the word, but they know that word. It's like me knowing how to cook, but I'm going to sit up in my house and I'm going to starve. I know how to cook. I'm going to talk about how other people cook and how they stuff tastes like trash, but I just don't want to get in that kitchen and mix up this recipe. I'd rather just sit up here and drink some alcohol and talk trash and smoke a vape or whatever. You know, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. So at the end of the day, be the best person for you, but know this body, this situation, everything around you. And don't get swayed by the relationships, because in this lifetime, y'all might be husband, wives, sisters, brothers, cousins. None of that stuff matter. You could have been mortal enemies and they came back in this form right here. Know how your body feels, because I don't take disrespect from anybody. You know, I was growing up, when I was raised, you got to take this, you got to take that as an indigenous woman, because, you know, women was seen as secondary. Now, I could care less, because I tell you, all the people that I actually loved and really cared about, they're no longer here in the physical. They're in the spirit, and we talk every day. So don't feel like you have to take and accept and go through to get through. That has to be a horrible way to exist, because you're not living, baby. Now that there's no people pleasing, I don't care how nobody feels about me. I truly don't care who likes me, who doesn't like me. If my name stay on people's tongues, lips, I really don't care at this point. And the old Sony was shudder to think, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. Damn near draining myself dry, financially, emotionally, mentally. Man, I sleep like a baby now. Somebody the other day asked me for something. And I told them, we got a lot of nice, good food pantries around. And I wasn't being cold and I wasn't being facetious. But if they could work for me, they could work for you. And that's where we at now. Now, the old Sony would have tried to beg, borrow, steal. Well, not stealing, but you know what I mean? I would have made a way out of no way. If Christ couldn't do it, who am I? Sometimes by you trying to step in to help, you're standing in the way and you're blocking their karma. Everyone goes through something for a reason. We're not the judge to decide this, that, and the third. Because people gonna come to you, they don't want to hurt, they don't want to go through this. But you could be blocking their karma. And I had to learn, when my karma hit me, it made me go in and learn and hurt, but I grew. And I learned so much more about me. But if someone would have came to my aid and shielded me, who and where would I be right now? So you can always see things from a lot of different viewpoints, but everything is about you and this life. Getting to know Source, the Divine Spirit, the Holy Spirit, better. And through knowing them, you will know you, because we're all interconnected. We are all interconnected, brothers and sisters. So with that being said, I wish you the best Tuesday evening, night of your life with your family, friends, loved ones, pets. I'm going to bow out gracefully because I got some things to do. But grow within you. Ashe.